a lot, I'm asked to be an Indian. Again, I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah. Screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah. Screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chieftain crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, all the fresh boys,
High school, champions.
Yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and we welcome you back to the RP Lumber Center here in Edwardsville. Got a little bit more Kahok hockey for you tonight. Game number 1 in the books on Monday night. Collinsville fell to Edwardsville. Game number 2 here tonight as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Raging Bulldogs, the team made up of kids from Freeburg and Waterloo. My name is Todd Duke, and welcome into the pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road, the new and improved Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. I know that the road is not completely finished, but most of the pavement's down. All they got left to do is the stripes and some shoulder work. But, man, it is very, very nice to drive down the Beltline Road these days after that minefield of a road that it's been for a long, long time. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to things at hand here. Collinsville getting ready to take on Freeburg Waterloo. Kahawks come in at 0-1 under their third-year head coach Craig Duffy, who now has a record of 18 wins, 32 losses, and 5 ties. Freeburg Waterloo, they are 1-0, and their head coach is Scott Roberts. By the way, it's hard to find information on head coaches in the Mississippi Valley Conference Hockey Association, so I dig as much as I can. I find out names sometimes, but I don't know how long they've been there, so I have no idea what Scott Roberts' record is as the head coach of Freeburg Waterloo. Anyway, Kahawks are looking to rebound after their season opening loss here at the RP Lumber Center Monday night in an 8-4 loss to host Edwardsville. Collinsville got off on the right foot with 2 first-period goals when Tanner Bettis scored 6 minutes into the game, and then Owen Stennett scored 5 minutes later to give the Kahawks a 2-0 lead. That lead evaporated just a couple of minutes later when Edwardsville scored twice in less than a minute to tie things up at 2-2, and that's the way it was after one period of play. Each team scored a goal in the second period before the Tigers got two quick goals early in the third to take a 5-3 lead. Eric Denny then scored with about 10.5 minutes to play to make it 5-4 Edwardsville, but with less than 4 minutes to play, the Tigers pick up a power play goal, and then they add two more quick goals to put the game away. Collinsville's lone power play came with only about 34 seconds left in the game, and with the goalie pulled for a 6-4 advantage, there just wasn't enough time left for Collinsville to mount a comeback. Edwardsville outshot Collinsville in that season opener 36-20. Freeburg Waterloo opened their season on the same night that Collinsville did Monday and came out on top in a hard-fought 5-4 win over Granite City at Granite City. Raging Bulldogs came out hot with three first-period goals by Cole Schilling, Braden Neff, and Caden Anderson for a 3-0 lead by Freeburg Waterloo heading into the second period. Granite City, however, got back-to-back goals to trim the Raging Bulldogs' lead to 3-2 by Caden Anderson, and they scored again to put Freeburg Waterloo up 4-2 at the end of the second. The Warriors picked up a quick goal to start the third period, or went back to within one goal before Freeburg Waterloo's Zach Bonenberger scored 20 seconds later to reinstate the two-goal lead for the Raging Bulldogs. Granite City, with their goalie pulled, scored with the extra attacker with just 26 seconds left, but could get no closer in the 5-4 final. All goals in this game came at even strength, despite 9 penalties being handed out in that contest. Granite City got penalized 4 times, while Freeburg Waterloo went 0 for 5 on the power play. Freeburg Waterloo outshot Granite City in that game 31-18. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Craig Duffy, and we will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an InvisiRed lipolaser machine. The InvisiRed machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The InvisiRed technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that InvisiRed offers.
We welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Game number 2 of the hockey season for your Collinsville Kahawks, and Craig Duffy, the Kahawk hockey coach for his 3rd year, is joining us now on the pregame interview. 8-4 loss to Edwardsville on opening night. Give me your thoughts of that game.
I thought it was a very quick, speedy game. I thought it was a lot of skill, a lot of competition. I thought we held our own for first 2 periods, and then third period we got away from some things that we were very disciplined about, and that ultimately cost us. But very happy with the first game against a tough team.
All right, so we're going to break it down just a little bit here. First period took a 2-goal lead. Tanner Bettis scored with a follow-up goal by Owen Stinnett. 2 players we talked about in Monday's pregame interview, so talk to me about the 2 goals in the first period.
Yeah, we always want to get out ahead if we can, and Tanner did so. It was kind of fitting for his first game back to get one against Edwardsville, so he was looking for that coming into the night. And then Stinnett, another one where if he's in the right spot at the right time, he's going to get a good shot, and that's exactly what happened. He coming down the slot there and put one in, so it was good for him.
All right, Edwardsville answered back with 2 goals in the last couple of minutes of that first period, but all in all, you probably had to feel pretty good 2-2 after 1 period.
Oh, sure, and we also had a freshman goalie in there facing varsity shots. That says a lot for him. He did really, really well.
We were going to get to him here in a minute. Teams traded goals in the middle period, and at that point, you guys had to be pretty happy with the way things were going before the third period got underway.
Correct. We felt we were in a good spot going into the third period, and that's where we want to be, very tight going into the third period.
All right, so Edwardsville scored twice in about 20 seconds on a couple of goals that I'm sure that Miles Hayden would like to have back.
He would. He's again, freshman. He made a lot of good saves up until that point, too. Maybe some that should have gone in. So give him a little bit of grace with this first game. He continued to battle the rest of the period.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. He was looking great there early on, and then a couple of fluky goals kind of went in there, one right through the 5-hole. He didn't close those pads at all. So give me your thoughts on your freshman's goalie first go at it on the varsity level.
I thought he did good. I mean, I think it's a lot of pressure coming into a place like RP. Their home rink. They're a tough team to play with. They put a lot of shots on net. And, he saved a breakaway one time. We didn't help him out at times either. We didn't clear the zone on one of the goals, which was right in our feet. We had another one where all three forwards stopped skating altogether and left him all alone back there. So it's not – the 8-4 score isn't indicative of his play.
Yeah, that's what I said when I wrote up my story afterwards. I'm like, don't let the score fool you. This was a pretty good outing by your Collinsville Kahawks. All right, so after Eric Denny scored to bring your team back to within one at 5-4, Edwardsville picked up 3 straight goals in the final 4 minutes to put that game away, including a power play goal. And you probably mentioned a little bit about how you kind of lost things there for a minute.
Yeah, I think we got a little distracted, lost focus, weren't as disciplined as we should have been, and that's what cost us.
Yeah, and the referees, man, for the most part, kept their whistles in their pockets all night.
I thought they did a great job. It's a rivalry game. They let the players play. They got involved. They needed to be, but they did a great job.
All right, you guys finally got a power play there at the end of the game, but it was kind of one of those too little too late things with only 34 seconds left, and then you pull Hayden out of goal to have a 6-on-4 tech, but you never really had enough time to set anything up.
No, we didn't, but at 8-4 game at that point, why not just pull the goalie, see what you have, see what you don't have. You never know what's going to happen. Even if they score against you, big deal. It's 9-4. Oh, well, but if you can put one in, get one of those goals back.
So you felt that Hayden earned another start for tonight. You got him back in between the pipes.
Most definitely, yeah. He played his heart out on Monday. The team played hard in front of him. Everybody was very happy with his play. Just as if he'd like to have a couple of those goals, I'm sure there's a couple shifts players that were skating out like to have back too that were costly for us. So it's not all on him. It's the whole team.
How did you fare health-wise coming out of game one?
Good. Nothing to be concerned about.
All right, you have Freeburg, Waterloo here tonight. What kind of improvement would you like to see for your Collinsville Kahawks going into this game against the Raging Bulldogs?
First and foremost, I want to see us play the full game disciplined and stick to the game plan and not let us get rattled. So whether we're up by 2, down by 2, whether we're on the power play or the penalty kill, and we need to keep our focus, stick to the game plan, we'll be just fine.
You guys only played them once all of last year, the Freeburg Waterloo team. So where do you draw from? Do you guys, is it like football? Do you get game film? Do you get to watch the other team?
Well, if there's film out there, most of the rinks have the live bar now that we can kind of take a look and see. There's a lot of word of mouth. We'll talk to, hockey community is pretty tight and everybody knows everybody. So we'll talk to one another. And then there's a lot of kids that play club in the area. So there's a lot of high school players that get mixed together on these club teams. So you end up seeing some of them throughout the year. But all in all, it comes down to just execution and who's ready and who's not.
All right. Are you ready?
We're ready.
All right. Good luck, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you.
As Craig Duffy, your Collinsville Kahawk hockey coach, will take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. And when we come back, we'll throw the starters your way and more. All that coming up on the Kahawk Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an InvisiRed lipolaser machine. The InvisiRed machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The InvisiRed technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that InvisiRed offers.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahawk Sports Network, as well as the Kahawk Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations, and now in Marissa, St. Laborie, and New Athens for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs with super low closing costs and low construction loan rates. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121, or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Hey, once again, we welcome you back here to the RP Lumber Center in Edwardsville, getting you ready for a little Kahok hockey as they take on the Freeburg Waterloo Raging Bulldogs. Things are running a little bit behind schedule here. As you can tell, the teams just hit the ice about a minute ago to begin their 3-minute pre-skate warm-up. So we got a couple of minutes before we have some actual game action. Got to do the starting lineups, play the national anthem, all that good stuff. So we'll come back and give you a little bit of history. Freeburg Waterloo is 18-8-2 versus Collinsville since 2015. That's as far back as the records go on the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association's website. So that's all we know right now. That's 12-4-2 versus Collinsville in the regular season and 6-4 versus the Kahawks in the postseason. Coach Duffy is 2-1 against Freeburg Waterloo since he took over 2+ years ago. Both of those wins came in a 2-game playoff sweep in round number 1 of the 2022-2023 season. That was Coach Duffy's first season as head coach of the Collinsville Kahawks. The playoff round 1 sweep. Collinsville lost, though, in 2 games to Granite City that year in the semifinals, and Granite City went on to win that year's championship. Collinsville lost in the only meeting between the two teams last year by a score of 4-2. The last regular season win for Collinsville over the Raging Bulldogs was a 6-3 win, and that came back in January of 2019. And you heard me talk about a couple of ties. Well, the last tie between these two teams was a 5-5 tie back in November of 2022, so just a couple of years ago. Matter of fact, again, Coach Duffy's first year as the head coach here for the Collinsville Kahawks. Student body cheering section is here in full force. They're all dressed in camouflage here tonight as we are just about ready to go here. The pre-game skate is just about over with, and then we'll get to action. Collinsville is the home team tonight, so they're out there dressed in their black trousers and their white jerseys. Got a little purple and black and a little gray around the jerseys as well. They have the word Kahawks written across the fronts of their jerseys in purple. And the numbers on the back, big old purple letters and numbers on the backs of their jerseys. Freeburg Waterloo, they have the orange and the blue representing both of their schools. Freeburg High School is blue in color, and of course Waterloo is got a little orange in color, and they have the word Raging Bulldogs written across the fronts of their jerseys. So we are just moments away here from getting the starting lineups introduced to us. I know Collinsville's, but I don't know Freeburg Waterloo's, and since they're the visiting team, they'll announce those first. So they will do that while we take our final break here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today. Got questions about Medicare? If you're approaching the age of 65, the answer to that question is a resounding yes. Bill Holton is a former Collinsville Raider and Kahok football player and is now an independent broker with Senior Health Plans, and he can answer all of those tough questions when it comes to Medicare. Which plan, which part, what's covered, and what's not. If you're approaching the age of Medicare and need those questions answered, let Bill Holton get you those answers. Bill Holton with Senior Health Plans. Call him today at 618-978-2306 or email Bill Holton at william.holton@yahoo.com. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahawk games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Once again, we welcome you back here to the RP Lumber Center in Edwardsville. My name is Todd Duke. Jason Whitaker on the camera with us once again tonight, the father of Austin Whitaker. And here are your starting lineups. We'll begin with the Freeburg Waterloo Raging Bulldogs. On the wings, you have Austin Hopfinger on the right side and Parker Stoll on the left side. Lane Wilkins is the center, and your defensive men for Freeburg Waterloo, Caden Anderson and Cole Schilling. And in goal is Logan Sherman for Collinsville. Chase Hill is on the right wing, while Tanner Bettis is on the left side. The centerman is Lincoln Duffy, and your defenseman, Dylan Showmaker and Eric Denny. And once again in goal for Collinsville, the freshman, Hayden Miles. So the numbers on the 2 goaltenders here. Hayden, 42 minutes Monday night. He took the loss, obviously. He made 28 saves on 36 shots. So his goals against average is way up there at 8.00, and the save percentage is right at 78%. For Logan Sherman, he has played 1 game, and he notched a win on the opening night festivities on Monday. 42 minutes, gave up 4 goals, and made 27 saves, so he has a 4.00 goals against average and a save percentage right around 87%. We are underway, and Collinsville got into the offensive zone first, but now Freeburg Waterloo with a little bit of a 2-on-1 break and a shot and a save by Miles Hayden. And he had to make sure that one didn't get through his legs. He looked behind him after he made the save, and it wasn't back there, so the referee blew the whistle, and that stops the action. We're just underway, 25 seconds in to this first period, and the faceoff will come out to the right of Hayden. Collinsville wins it. They won a number of faceoffs the other day, so that was nice to see. Puck gets shot all the way down the ice by Freeburg Waterloo, but Collinsville gets there first and immediately shoots it into the netting. That could be a delay of game call because it did not tip off of anyone, but we'll find out if the referees want to do that. And it looks like they're going to not hand out a delay of game penalty. So that's good. Face-off will come just in front of the Freeburg Waterloo bench and knocked up into the neutral zone and then into Collinsville's defensive zone. But back quickly, the Kahawks get it out with a little backhand shot, but Freeburg Waterloo will now take over. Here is a Ryder Neff. Neff will send it over here to this near side corner, and that's where he finds Jason Jarlsberg. And then they'll send it up to Bonenberger. Bonenberger with a shot from the high slot, and it goes in over on the glove side of Hayden, and that's the way that this one gets going. So Collinsville, after jumping out front in the season opener, find themselves trailing here early on in this contest against Freeburg Waterloo. And Freeburg Waterloo jumping out to a 1-0 lead just 2 minutes into this contest. Make that 1 minute, actually. So now the Kahawks have to play chase. They made Edwardsville do that the other night, and that's exactly what they did. So Freeburg Waterloo already with a 1-0 lead. Puck comes over this way to Miller and then goes up into the netting, and we'll get another whistle. Didn't have a lot of whistles in Monday night's game, but we've already had a number of them here in the first minute of this game. 12:49 still left to play here in this opening period. Face off into the neutral zone, won by Collinsville, but it got swept away, and Freeburg Waterloo will take over. And here once again is Neff. Neff back behind his own net, sends it over to the far side where he finds a teammate, and now they'll work it up ice, but that's poked away by Collinsville on a nice little check there with the stick, and the Kahawks come away with it. They'll send it over to Hess, now over to Nolan Duffy. Duffy backhands it into the zone. Freeburg Waterloo back there. They'll play chase, and they'll send it all the way around the boards, but Collinsville keeps it in at the blue line until Owen Stinnett had to go off the wrong side of his stick and went the wrong way with it. And now Collinsville trapped over on the far side, but they get out of it again, and here once again is Stinnett, but again, he couldn't catch up with the puck. Back to the defense it goes here for Freeburg Waterloo. They send it up, and here is a little bump by Stinnett to knock the puck carrier off the puck, so a nice job there. Collinsville gets it into the neutral zone, and then Hens gets knocked off the puck as well. He'll go to the bench for a line change, and Freeburg Waterloo will take it back behind their own net and start that progression to work up into the offensive zone. Here is Lane Wilkins. Wilkins cuts through a couple of defenders and then loses control of the puck, and Klein has it. He'll send it over here right below our location. It'll be tracked down by the Raging Bulldogs, but not out. A little mishit there. Kitstein, he sends it over to the far side, but no one there as Collinsville was in the middle of a line change. And now out to the neutral zone, and the logo here at RP Lumber Center. And then once again, Wilkins comes up with it in the face-off circle on the far side. Tried to let off a shot, but the defense was too strong, and that player stayed right with him. Now Collinsville trying to break out. They do. Big hit to Eric Denny at the blue line, but he gets it up to Stinnett. Stinnett in front and tried a little pass to the crease by Klein, but Klein couldn't finish up the backhand, and whistle sounds, and we do have a penalty. Collinsville will go on the power play here as Cole Schilling will go into the box. And it's on that hit by Eric Denny. Denny didn't have the puck any longer when he got hit, so that is an interference call. And the Kahawks will enjoy their first true power play of the season. They had a 34-second power play. Here's a shot and a save by Sherman. And the Kahawks register their first shot on goal. 1-0 here early on in favor of Freeburg Waterloo, but there's a lot of game left to play, and Collinsville is on the power play. Come out to the left of Sherman. Won by the Kahawks. They'll send it up front, and here is Lincoln Duffy. Lincoln Duffy didn't play in the first game. He'll send it over here to this side, picked up over here by Caden Hens. Hens will send it back over to the point for Denny. Denny back at the blue line, surveys things. High slot, sends it over in toward the face-off circle, but it gets away from the Collinsville player and then goes up into the net and falls actually through the net and ends up over into the fan area back there. Freeburg Waterloo fans were standing back there, and one of those guys was excited that he got a puck, but I'm pretty sure he might have to give that back. Referee's over here looking for a puck. Well, they have one out there. I think maybe the kid actually gave it back to him, and now This time the faceoff will come to the right of Sherman in the far side faceoff dot. And Collinsville trying to pick it up after a mad scramble for it. They throw the puck up front, but no one home to send it toward the net. Collinsville and Denny tries to keep it in. He does so. And now the puck doesn't have any idea where it wants to go, but Denny comes away with it, and he'll skate in front of the Freeburg Waterloo bench, and he'll back one over into the corner for Bettis. Now Denny out front, face-off circle, back over to Tanner Bettis, and he'll send one through the crease and out the other side. Stinnett, he gets it over at the blue line. He'll send it back over behind the net to Lincoln Duffy, and then back out to Eric Denny from the point. Shot partially deflected, but it never did make it through, and now the puck stays in. Collinsville trying to keep it that way. They have done a pretty nice job keeping it in the offensive zone that whole minute and 10 seconds of that power play. Now there's only 45 seconds left, and the Kahawks bring it up. Here is Bettis. Bettis has 3 Raging Bulldogs back to deal with, and he'll just go back behind the net, and he'll send it over here to Eric Denny. Denny playing on the opposite side this time, all the way around after the missed shot goes a little high. Hens couldn't keep it in, and he'll have to go back and chase it. 25 seconds left to go on the man advantage here for Collinsville. Here is Eric Denny. Denny races it across the blue line, cuts over into the middle, looking for a little help. I thought about backhanding it over there to Bettis, but thought better of it. Now a shot. That's off of the goalie stick there by Sherman, and it goes up into the netting, and that'll stop the clock with 11 seconds left on the Kahawks power play. Jace Ferry will come on the ice and take the place of Eric Denny. Hens goes to the bench as well. And Schumacher will come out to take his place. Tanner Bettis stays out there. Stinnett and Duffy out there as well, so the forwards stay the same. The defenseman's the only thing that changed. Collinsville trying to get one more crack at it here on the power play, but that didn't materialize, and with just a couple of seconds left on the man advantage, Freeburg Waterloo brings it in, and Collinsville intercepts. Power play is over. Collinsville is 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Here is a shot, and that's a save. Just getting his stick out there was Sherman. It goes up into the netting again. Tell you what, Tanner Bettis was flanked on both sides by a couple of Raging Bulldogs and really couldn't get a true shot off. So at the last second, he tried a backhand, but Sherman stuck his stick out there, and it went off the blade of his stick and up into the net. So another face-off coming out to the right of Sherman. Collinsville wins it, and they'll send it back down into the corner. Long shift there for Tanner Bettis, so he's back to the bench getting a little breather. A couple of guys are out sick. One of those is one of the backup goalies in Waylon Leffler. Landon Radel is still nursing a sore ankle, so he's not playing as well. So they left it up to the freshman once again, and Miles Hayden, and this puck gets all the way around. They wave off icing. That'll travel the length of the ice. And then Freeburg Waterloo will go back and pick it up behind their own net. Collinsville trailing big time. That's Ben Klein, who is all over the puck carrier. Here is Wilkins with a shot. That's blocked out by Collinsville. Nice play by Eric Denny. Gets it up to Kitstein, but that puck hit off of his skate and ended up going back into the defensive zone belonging to Collinsville. Freeburg Waterloo digs it back out, and in the neutral zone, they bring it up. They'll send it down into the Collinsville zone. 7:55 left to play here in this first period. 1-0 in favor of the Raging Bulldogs. Here is Eric Denny. Denny back from behind his own net, sends it up, and a nice job there. Reading that one was Zach Bonenberger, and he's going to take it in offside because Lutsinski was down in there camping out for a while. 7:42 to play here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Freeburg Waterloo. That goal came 1 minute into this game. Collinsville trying to work hard to get this thing tied up and make a new game out of it. Here is Bettis. Bettis up against the half boards over on the far side. Will go back behind his net and put on the brakes. Got a couple of Freeburg Waterloo players back there, so he needs to be careful, and he gets a little pressure from behind by Braden Neff. Bettis is staying with it, though. Sends it up now for Duffy. Duffy tries to send the puck on up, but that one just missed its mark. And over into the far side corner it goes. Here's Eric Denny. He digs it out. He begins to push up ice as we approach 7 minutes to play here in this opening period. Denny pushes the puck into the offensive zone, then takes a hit up against the boards there by Bonenberger. And then back behind the net the puck goes, and Freeburg Waterloo comes away with it. And a nice job by Collinsville to stop it from entering the zone, but comes right back on to Bonenberger. He takes a shot, and that one is partially deflected by Stennett, and it goes up into the netting, so that'll stop play with 6:48 left to play here in this first period. 1-0 in favor of Freeburg Waterloo. And the faceoff will come out to the left of Hayden. Collinsville trying to dig it out of their skates there. They finally do. Caden Hens with it. Hens will send it up into the neutral zone. Here's a chance for Duffy. Duffy from the faceoff circle takes a shot right into the glove of Sherman. Duffy didn't have anybody coming up to help him out, so he figured he might as well take the shot there before he got his pocket picked. Collinsville now out shooting Freeburg Waterloo 5-4 here in this first period. Face-off won by Collinsville. Over to Hens, over to Stennett. Stennett right in front, and no one able to get that one home. David Hearn took a whack at it, but never got enough on it to send it toward the goal. Here's another opportunity for Collinsville, and another one that ends up into the glove. And this one was off of a shot by Jace Ferry. So the Cahoks giving it their all, peppering the goaltender here in the last couple of minutes with some shots, but nothing to show for it. Face-off again comes out this time to the right of Sherman, won by Freeburg Waterloo. They bring it up. Here is Parker Stoll. Stoll gets handled over there by Hens, and now Nolan Duffy with it back behind his own net. He'll leave it back there for Jace Ferry, but Ferry couldn't hold on to it, and Stoll has it once again. He'll send it up front. Oh, what a save there by Hayden on a point-blank try by Austin Hopfinger. And, boy, I tell you what, Hayden had to be aware, and he was. He saw the puck coming from the near side post to the far side and got over there just in time as Hopfinger got that shot off. 6:03 left to go. Collinsville is going to the penalty box now, so it'll be a power play coming up here for Freeburg Waterloo. Cahoks couldn't capitalize on their first man advantage, and Freeburg Waterloo hoping they can. Faceoff comes just outside to the left of Hayden, all the way back to the blue line, but not out. Here is Anderson. Anderson will send it back to the blue line. Neff with a shot, and that one, I think, hit one of the defensemen up front for Collinsville. Never did make it to Hayden, and it comes out over here on the other side. Here is Anderson once again. Anderson gets crunched against the boards by Lincoln Duffy. And into the near side corner it goes. A battle for the puck there. Two players from each team trying to dig it out as we have 5:35 left to play here in this opening period. Puck does come out. Collinsville sends it all the way down the ice, relieves some of that pressure. As we have 1:20 left in the man advantage here for Freeburg Waterloo. Raging Bulldogs bring it up. Here is Ryder Neff once again. Neff comes all the way in the near faceoff circle. Will go back behind the Cahoks net, come out the other side. Sends it up to the top of the blue line. Wilkins with it. Wilkins no shot to take. Here is Anderson with a shot, and that one I think also off of one of the Collinsville defenders. I think Eric Denny got a hold of that one. I don't think he liked where it got a hold of him, but nevertheless, he stopped it from going towards the net, and Hayden didn't have to make a save. Here is Anderson. He'll send it back to Neff. High slot. Takes it over to the faceoff circle. Sends it up front, and it's partially tipped wide. Comes over into the corner for Anderson. 40 seconds left to go in the power play here for the Raging Bulldogs. Comes onto the stick now of Hopfinger. Hopfinger gets crunched against the board by Hens. Here's a shot from the point. Save by Hayden, and then another. I think that one just missed the glove side. I thought for a minute it was in the glove, but apparently it didn't make it that far. Anderson couldn't control the puck. Here is Eric Denny over into the corner. Gets it up to Hens. 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage, and Duffy is going to try a short-handed goal, but it's going to roll too much, and Sherman will just knock it over into the corner. Freeburg Waterloo would like one more push into the offensive zone, but I don't think they're going to get it. 5 seconds left to play here in this man advantage power play for Freeburg Waterloo, and Neff takes the puck, and the power play is now over. So each team now 0 for 1. That one banked off the boards and all the way down for Sherman as Schilling lost the skate blade and took a tumble right down below us. Back behind the net, but Schilling had already left that area, so a nice job by Stennett to keep it in there. Stennett goes down trying to keep it in, but he can't. Now Eric Denny is at the blue line wanting the puck. He gets it at the faceoff circle. He'll take a shot, and that one never did make it to Sherman. It got blocked out by the defenseman. And here is Eric Denny once again. He'll circle at the logo. Come back in for another offensive try. High slot shot and a save by Sherman once again. That one goes off the high glass behind the goalie for Freeburg Waterloo. Collinsville keeps it in, but Freeburg Waterloo digs it right back out. We have 3:10 left to play here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Freeburg Waterloo. Eric Denny lost control of the puck. Banning gets it for Freeburg Waterloo. He'll send it over to the far side for Jarlsberg. And Jarlsberg will send it back behind his own net. And they'll play chase, and the Raging Bulldogs come up with it. Here is Bonenberger. Bonenberger across the line. Over onto the far side dasher boards. Into the corner it goes. Stinnett back there trying to dig it out. He gets a little roughed up in the process. Lost his stick. And now he'll get it as the battle continues over in the near side corner. Back to Schilling at the blue line. Schilling launches a shot, and that one's just off of Hayden. He tried to cover up the rebound, but couldn't do so. And the puck still back now behind the Kahok net. 5:25 left to play here in this opening period. There's a deflection. Comes down into the slot area. Picked up by Stinnett. And he'll bring it up. Collinsville's got a 3-on-2 break here going on. Stinnett races around that face-off circle. Throws one through the crease trying to find Klein with a shot, but his stick got lifted and never could materialize that shot. In front it goes, and then all the way out it goes. And that should be an icing call against Freeburg Waterloo, and it will be. Stops the clock with 2:01 left to play here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Freeburg Waterloo. Raging Bulldogs got their goal 1 minute in to this contest. Face-off will come out to the right of Logan Sherman. Collinsville loses that one, but they gain back the puck up against the boards. But now the Bulldogs get it, and they'll send it back down again, and that will be on goal, so no icing call. 1:50 to play here in period number one. Into the near side corner it goes. Trying to dig it out is Hens. He waited long enough, and it came out, and now here is Tanner Bettis. Bettis races in over on the left wing. He takes a shot. That one goes a little high and wide. Comes all the way out to the blue line, and then comes out before Hens brings it back in, and that is an offside call. 95 seconds to play here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Freeburg Waterloo. Face-off will come out to the dot just below us, and Bettis wins it, and then knocks it over to Denny, but Hearn was already in there offside, so we'll do it all over again. Bettis will take this face-off and do so against Wayne Wilkins. Collinsville wins it. They'll send a shot just wide of Sherman off the dasher boards back there, and Freeburg Waterloo comes out with it. 1:20 to play here in this opening period. Freeburg Waterloo with the 1-0 lead. They shoot the puck in, and Denny back there trying to keep it away. And now once again we end up in the same corner. We've had a lot of clogged little puck action over here in this near side corner. Collinsville digs it out up to Hearn. Freeburg Waterloo tries to send it back in. They do so. And under a minute to go, here is Eric Denny for the Kahawks. Denny will lift one trying to hit the neutral zone, but instead he finds the glove of Wilkins, who puts it down on the ice and in front in some skates. And Freeburg Waterloo couldn't dig it out of there for a true shot on goal. Collinsville gets it back to the neutral zone. And then over on the far side for Neff as Freeburg Waterloo begins another push. But Collinsville takes over in their defensive zone. And here is Eric Denny once again. Denny sends it up to Nolan Duffy. Duffy off of the skate blade of Stinnett, and Freeburg Waterloo finds a loose puck, and now we're going to have a penalty coming up, and this one is going to go against Freeburg Waterloo again, I believe, which means Collinsville will get another power play here. Or is it? Nope, it's going to go against Tanner Bettis. I got that one all wrong. Well, the referee blew the whistle once Freeburg Waterloo touched it, which usually indicates that they're the ones that have the penalty, but looks like the Raging Bulldogs are going to go back on another power play. 22.9 seconds left to play here in this first period. Collinsville would love to get this one to carry over into the second period. Out into the high slot, but just off of the stick of Anderson. He'll backhand one over the net. Comes out the other side. Collinsville gets there first. Hens will send it all the way around the boards. Doesn't get out, though. And then Collinsville on a nice play there. Here's an opportunity for Duffy if he can get there. He gets held. A penalty coming up, a shot. And then bodies go crashing into the net. And we're going to have a penalty handed out here. I believe that might go against Ryder Neff as he kind of tugged on Duffy as Duffy was in front of him and had a clear chance for a little shot on goal there, but that never materialized, and Neff is going to go to the penalty box, so that's going to wipe out the man advantage for Freeburg Waterloo with 5.2 seconds left, so Collinsville will end up with a 17-second power play in the second period once we get there. So a little 4-on-4 action right now for the next 5 seconds, and then we'll continue that into the second period. Face-off is won by Freeburg Waterloo. They'll send it around the boards, and that'll pretty much do it for the first period. So we will head to the second period. Freeburg Waterloo up by a score of 1-0. When we return, second period action comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Once again, we welcome you back here to the RP Lumber Center. Shots on goal, 8 apiece between Collinsville and Freeburg Waterloo. We'll have a little 4-on-4 hockey action for the next minute and 38 seconds, and then Collinsville will have a brief 17-second or so power play. We switch ends of the ice. Logan Sherman now in net to your left, while Miles Hayden is in net to your right. Each team with a player in the penalty box. Collinsville's Tanner Bettis is in for another minute and 38 seconds. And then Ryder Neff still has almost his full 2 minutes, 1:55 left on his penalty. So 4-on-4 hockey continues here. Collinsville trying to keep it in the zone, and almost doing so was Lincoln Duffy. Now the Raging Bulldogs bring it up. And a shot, that one I think went off of Hayden and then up into the netting, so we have a stoppage in play. And the faceoff will come to the right of the Kahok freshman goalie, Miles Hayden. Shot from the point, or the high slot, and Hayden had that one go right by his stick. And then the rebound came off the dashboards, came back out front, and Hayden didn't see it for a minute, but then he covered it up, so another faceoff will come out to Hayden's right. Lane Wilkins against Ben Klein, won again by Freeburg Waterloo. Collinsville almost had too many men on the ice there. Player just got back to the bench right when that puck was being dropped. Kahawks try to dig the puck out right over the referee's head, comes into the middle, and the Kahawks have an opportunity, and then a little spinorama there as Ben Kitstein got spun around when he had the puck on his stick, so it never did make it very far. So Freeburg Waterloo, again, keeps the puck into their offensive zone. Into this near side corner it is. And it comes almost close to the blue line. Hopfinger couldn't send the puck toward the net. And then a bouncing puck, he settles it down, sends it over to the slot, in a goal. A little 4-on-4 goal by Freeburg Waterloo. And the Raging Bulldogs take a 2-0 lead. And this one comes 1 minute into the second period. So the Raging Bulldogs get a goal in the first minute of each period here and take a 2-0 lead. And we're still 4-on-4 for the next 40 seconds. A lot more ice out there when you got 4-on-4. Collinsville wins the faceoff. Denny will go back and chase it. Now the Kahawks trail by 2. Well, they led by 2 Monday night. Edwardsville came back and won that game, so how about we turn the trick this time? Collinsville down by 2. Denny still back behind his own net, trying to let some more of that time tick off so Tanner Bettis can get out of the box and help out a little bit. Here is Denny. He'll try to use that speed to get around some guys. He does. Cuts across. High slot. Face-off circle. Backhand. Save by Sherman. Freeburg Waterloo breaks it back out. Into the far side corner, the bouncing puck goes, and it'll settle down and back behind the Kahok net. Collinsville trying to dig it out of there and can't do so. Now it comes into the slot. Boy, thankfully, Klein was there. That was in a dangerous position. And now Freeburg Waterloo finds a high hoister out in front, and then that one shoved away by Hayden. Collinsville now on the power play. Well, that didn't last very long. I think they took the time off of both. All right, so each team 0 for 2 on the power play, but each team only had about 17 or 18 seconds on their second power play. Well, Freeburg Waterloo's second power play, there's a shot that was right on. You heard that thud from up here as they hit that blocker on Sherman. And now Collinsville trailing by 2, trying to look for at least one to cut this lead in half, but here is Neff coming in. And Neff goes back behind the Collinsville net, and that one is tipped all the way out into the Kahawks offensive zone. I believe that was off of one of the Freeburg players, so no icing there. Freeburg Waterloo sends it up. Ferry tries to keep it into the blue line. He can't. And then a loose puck kicked over here for Lincoln Duffy. Duffy trying to find his brother Nolan Duffy. Couldn't, as that puck just bounced over his stick. And now Neff with it once again. Comes in over on the left wing. Tries to cut in front. Had an off angle. Takes a shot. That one bounces up into the air and comes down. The Kahawks take over. They send it back to the blue line, and it does pop over the stick of the defenseman over there. That is Jason Jarlsberg. And here is Schilling. Schilling for Freeburg Waterloo. Lost the puck himself. Over into the corner it goes. Kahawks come away with it. And now looking for a little outlet. Over to the far side it goes for Duffy. Duffy will send the puck in, and that just goes wide glove side from Logan Sherman. Comes out the other side. Stennett over there trying to corral the puck down. He gets there eventually, but he's outmanned over there 3-1. Over to the far side corner it goes. Tanner Bettis finds the puck. Bettis puts on the brakes. Circles in the circle itself. Throws one up front. That was Nolan Duffy, but he lost a little bit of a handle on that puck, and it never did make it to its destination, intended destination. Over into the far side corner it goes. Nolan Duffy trying to square up things over there with Jarlsberg. Players battle once again. Ferry keeps it in front of his own bench. Sends it up the line at the half boards. And then all the way in front of the goal. And that is going to be an icing call against Freeburg Waterloo as they just sent the puck down there on a fly ball, man. 9:46 to play here in this second period. 2-0 in favor of Freeburg Waterloo. Bethalto and Triad have a game after this one. That's a 9:30 start for that contest. One of these late games on school nights, man. Coach was telling me earlier that some of their JV games don't even begin until 10:30. I'm like, man, that's rough. Especially when they play some of those games on Sundays, the JVers do. Collinsville trailing by 2. Looking for something to happen here as they begin to push up ice. Here is Bettis. Bettis getting hassled over there. Comes away with the puck anyway. And then goes back around behind the net. Tries the old wraparound shot. That didn't work. Comes all the way out to the blue line. It's kept in over there by Carter Simmons. Kahawks go chase it down into the corner. Here is Bettis once again. Bettis gets bumped off the puck, but will go try to chase it down over in that near side corner and then got bumped off of it again. And now Freeburg Waterloo. Here is Wilkins. They come into their offensive zone. Over into the far side face-off circle. A little spinorama there. Back to the blue line. Anderson with a shot he partially fanned on. And then, I'll tell you what, Denny got lucky that he didn't get called for a penalty for holding the stick. Freeburg Waterloo. Now a little jammed up in their own zone here, but they come away with it. And a shot and a goal. That one by Hopfinger, and Freeburg Waterloo has a 3-0 lead. Mm-mm. .8:30 left to play here in this second. And now a 3-0 hole that Collinsville has to dig out of as we approach the halfway mark here in this contest tonight. Kahawks have their work cut out for them now. Raging Bulldogs send it up into the neutral zone as they look to continue their attack, and they'll have to wait for their guy to get back offside or onside. He finally does, but no one back there to help out. Stinnett, he tries to backhand one up the ice, and that didn't even make it to its destination. Now bodies falling all over the place. Into the far side corner it goes, and that should be a little bit of a high sticking call, and I believe it will. Well, the Freeburg Waterloo goalie was running to the bench, so I'm not sure who they're going to call this on. I thought so. Bonenberger will head to the penalty box, but so will Lincoln Duffy. So offsetting penalties here. We'll keep things at even strength. It'll be, well, Collinsville's only got 4 players out there. Yeah, they're telling them they got to get another player on the ice. It is still 5-on-5. Offsetting penalties does not mean 4-on-4. I was looking over there in the penalty box to make sure there wasn't 2 Kahawks in there, and there's not. So we remain 5-on-5. Here is Freeburg Waterloo. Dangerous again in their offensive zone. Shot toward the goal, never made it to Hayden. And now Denny over in the corner will send it up the dasher boards and comes into the face-off circle and keeping it alive there for Freeburg Waterloo until it pops out of the zone. And with the puck down below us is Ryder Neff. Collinsville trying to dig it away. Hens does so. Up to Denny. Denny, he splits the defense, and then the defense splits him. And he stays with it, does Denny, but a backhand as he was kind of falling down in the process. Finds the stick of Ryder Neff. Neff, he'll come in. He tries to get a shot off, but he can't do it. He goes sliding into the inboards. Collinsville picks the puck back up off of one of their own players and then through the neutral zone. Freeburg Waterloo will go back to get it. 7 minutes left to play here in this second period. So we are halfway through this contest, and Collinsville down 3-0. That puck is going to go all the way across the end line. That'll be an icing call, and the faceoff will come all the way back down in front of Logan Sherman. 6:52 left to play here, period number 2. Faceoff will come to the right of Sherman. Bettis, he's in there along with Wilkins, and that puck will come all the way out the other side and then into neutral ice. Wilkins again gets it and smacks it up ice, but Denny is back there, and he'll send it up on a nice feed to Tanner Bettis. Bettis cuts across, high slot, shot. That one just goes wide over on the glove side of Sherman. Comes out now for Freeburg Waterloo. Long rebound almost all the way out to the blue line. Here is Hopfinger. He'll send it into the near side corner and go back behind the Kahawks net. Nolan Duffy will send it around and all the way out as it jumps over the stick of Parker Stoll. And then the Kahawks have to retreat once again as Eric Denny hands it behind his own net. He'll send it over to Bettis. Bettis, he's got his head up looking around, and he'll just loft a high hoister down, and that one bounces right into the glove of Sherman, but Sherman throws it right back down immediately, and Freeburg Waterloo goes back to work. Collinsville trying to keep it in. They did so, but then the puck gets away from him, and the Kahawks bring it back in. Here's Showmaker. He gets shouldered down on a big hit there by Cole Schilling. And it comes all the way around, back out to the blue line. Here is Denny. High slot, takes a shot right into the glove of Sherman for another save. And it stays 3-0 in favor of Freeburg Waterloo. Shots are still even, 12 apiece now. 5:35 left to play here in this second period. Face-off once again will come out to the right of Sherman. Braden Neff and Ben Klein in the face-off circle, and that one won by Neff as Freeburg Waterloo goes back to work in their own end. Collinsville trying to pressure them and do a little bit of forechecking there to keep the puck down there, but it comes away, and a Puck goes all the way back down behind the Kahok net. Hens, he'll send it out. And then into the middle of the ice it comes. Collinsville trying to dig it out of there. And now we're going to have a whistle as a couple of players wanted to get into a little shoving match back behind the Kahawks goalie. That was Bonenberger along with Hens. David Hearn was back there as well. Well, it looks like it's going to be Bonenberger going into the penalty box, and Hens will join him in the other one. So once again, offsetting penalties. It'll remain 5-on-5, 5:12 left to play here in this second period. And face off at center ice. Stinnett versus Neff. Puck goes down into the Collinsville offensive zone. I think Sherman wasn't paying attention there for a minute, so luckily for him, Collinsville didn't have it. Here's a scrum right in front in the blue paint, and Bettis doing a little pushing and shoving in there as well. Student body cheering section doing a little "Let's Go Kahawks" chant. Face off, Bettis, he wins it and sends it back to Denny at the blue line. Denny from the high slot takes a shot, but that was partially deflected off of the defenseman. And it comes out front once again, and another chance for Collinsville. A shot and a save that time by Sherman. All the way over into the corner it goes. Nice hit over there by Bettis. He springs Duffy, and then back out to the blue line. A shot that goes off of the shins of Braden Neff. And into the corner it goes, back behind the net. Eric Denny trying to pinch in from the blue line. The defenseman, he'll send it up front, and it's off of the skate of Lincoln Duffy, and Duffy never saw it. And now Freeburg Waterloo will send it all the way down the ice. It'll go over the end line. And another icing call against Freeburg Waterloo. 4:22 left to play here in this second period. 3-0 though in favor of Freeburg Waterloo. Collinsville would love to get one of those back here before the end of this period. Freeburg Waterloo has always been a tough draw for the Kahawks. They only played each other once last year. Freeburg Waterloo won that one. Out to the blue line it comes, and Ferry will send it all the way back down, and then back behind the net, Duffy will send it up, but a Freeburg Waterloo player gets there first, but Collinsville finds the handle again. Bettis tries to send it up front. Whitaker just shoved down Cole Schilling right in front of his goalie. That one gets popped up straight up into the air, and I believe that one kind of went off some rafters up there. So the refs blow their whistle, and the faceoff will this time come out to the left of Sherman with 3:56 left to play here in this second period. And Collinsville wins the faceoff. Back to Eric Denny. Denny, high slot shot again. That was partially deflected up front. I don't think Sherman ever saw it, but it got deflected just a little bit wide of the near side post. And now Bettis with it. Digs it out of the corner, throws it up front. Shot to goal! Lincoln Duffy gets Collinsville on the board. Nice assist there by Bettis. 3:39 left to play here in this second. And Collinsville indeed finds a way to get a goal before this period ends. That was much needed. And Lincoln Duffy scores his first goal of the year. Collinsville trailing by 2 once again. Still a lot of work to do as the puck enters the zone. Here is Hill. That's Chase Hill. He's a freshman. And it comes out to the blue line. Here is Hill with a shot. And a save there by Sherman. Had to shove that one aside. Eric Denny almost ran into Hill as Denny was going for the puck. And now Hill will battle it out once again. Out to the blue line it goes. Denny, he'll race back and take that puck right away from Stoll. Nice play there by the Kahawk senior. He comes in and then loses the puck. Got poked off of his stick by one of the defenders there for Freeburg Waterloo. Back out through the neutral zone. Stinnett tried to get the puck off of the stick there of Lane Wilkins. And now Wilkins will just skirt the red line and send it into the offensive zone. Collinsville trying to dig it out over there. Carter Simmons in a little bit of a battle. Kahawks will help themselves out there, and Klein will backhand one back in through the neutral zone and then back into the offensive zone. Freeburg Waterloo sends it all the way down. Here is Hopfinger, who already has a goal. Looking for another one. That one goes wide over here on the near side post. Hopfinger trying to get it out there again, and now the goal will come off its moorings over on the far side. That'll stop the action with 2:31 left to play here in the second period. Kahawks out shooting Freeburg Waterloo right now 16-13. So since I told you the shots were tied at 12-12, the Raging Bulldogs have only got one shot on goal. Faceoff will come out to the right of Hayden. Won by Collinsville, but they couldn't control, and then a shot on a backhand. And once again, Hayden was looking behind him. See if that puck was in the net. It did not cross that end line, so Collinsville staves off another scoring opportunity here by Freeburg Waterloo. Another face-off. This one won by the Kahawks, back behind their own net. Hens gets it, tries to send it up to Stinnett, and finally finds Stinnett. And then it banks off a couple of skate blades, and Stinnett gets it right back. Sends it over to Ferry. Ferry, he tries to get there and send it up ice. He finally does. Whitaker couldn't find the puck in time to keep it going in the forward direction, but it comes back into the neutral zone. Here is Stinnett once again. This time he'll make sure it goes into the offensive zone. All the way around back behind the goal, and Klein trying to come up here in the corner. Here is Hens. He'll send one up front. That bounces off a body. And with under 2 minutes to play, Freeburg Waterloo takes control of it once again. Raging Bulldogs bring it up. Here is Neff with an opportunity. He shoots and a save by Hayden. Now the rebound comes all the way out for Hens. Hens will send it up the line right in front of his own bench. Lincoln Duffy with it. He just scored the goal to give Collinsville their first. Here is Stinnett. He gets pushed off the puck at the blue line, but it gets kept in by Lincoln Duffy. And then Duffy and Stinnett trying to work it around, but lost the handle on it. Now a loose puck into the neutral zone, picked up by Stinnett, but not for very long. 1:20 to play here in this second period. Here is Neff once again, sends it over to the far side. Save on the backhand there by Miles Hayden. Collinsville brings it back out. Here is Klein. Klein on the right wing, cuts in back of the net, sends one around the front, and no one there to send it on home. Denny off the bench, finds the puck into the circle. He takes it around the net himself. Comes out on the other side, sends one into the crease, and a shot and a save there by Sherman on a one-timer by Lincoln Duffy. And now Bettis with it. Bettis flies, shot, and that one goes a little bit wide off of the stick of Denny. Had the right idea, just didn't get it on target. 40 seconds left to play here in this period. Collinsville's all over it right now. Here is Eric Denny back behind the Freeburg Waterloo bench. Sends it out to Stinnett. Stinnett, he'll take a shot from there. That one bounces through the crease. And then another rebound effort there by Lincoln Duffy, never materialized. Now Duffy trying to track the puck down. He can't. Comes all the way out toward the blue line. And then over on the other side with 20 seconds left, Collinsville again steals it. Here is Stinnett. He'll send it into the corner with 15 seconds left. Here is Bettis. Bettis over into this near side corner. Looking for a little help. Throws it up front, but that puck never made it. As that was stopped by a defenseman's stick, and that one's going to travel across the end line. And it'll be another icing call against Freeburg Waterloo with 3.9 seconds left to play here in this second period. Utah leads the Blues right now, 2-1 at the end of the second period there. Colton Pareko had a first period goal that tied things up at 1-1. Bettis, Collinsville would like to just get a shot off here at the end. Then he does, and right into the glove of Sherman as the buzzer sounds, and that's going to do it for period number 2. Collinsville came alive there in that second period, but the Kahawks still trail by a score of 3-1, and we come back from commercial break, third period. That comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Back here at the RP Lumber Center, my name is Todd Duke. Got Mr. Jason Whitaker on the camera once again for us tonight. Kahawks really came alive as that second period went along, especially after Freeburg Waterloo scored that third goal. Kahawks were all over it there. Hopefully that can continue here into the third period. And now Hayden back in goal to the left, Sherman back in goal to the right as we are underway here in period number 3. Over to Denny. Denny will send it up the boards, and Anderson stops it before it gets too deep into the Collinsville offensive zone, right back to where it came from. And here is Eric Denny once again, and that one jumps over the stick of Whitaker, and that'll be an icing call against Collinsville. Last game of the week for us here. Matter of fact, we're off again until next Thursday night. We'll be right back here for yet another Kahawk hockey game. This one will be against O'Fallon. O'Fallon knocked Collinsville out of the playoffs last year in the first round with a 2-game sweep. And here comes Collinsville. We're just underway here in this third period. Here is Eric Denny. Denny right between the legs of somebody, and boy, he took a shot there. That just went wide, and then the rebound comes out, and Tanner Bettis scores. Big rebound. Bettis was all over it. This time, Collinsville scores in the first minute. Matter of fact, in the first 40 seconds. Student body cheering section loving it here. I think one of the Kahawk students just got kicked out of here. 3-2. Collinsville just down by 1 now. I don't know what happened down there, but that one goes up into the net. One of the students got escorted out. Got escorted out by the young lady who was driving the Zamboni earlier. So the Kahawks have got this thing back to within 1, excuse me. Another whistle. That'll stop things with 13:03. Bettis scored. 13:22 left to play here in this third period. So each team has scored a goal in the first minute of each period. Well, Freeburg Waterloo got one in the first minute of the first and the second. Collinsville gets one in the first minute here in the third. And the Kahawks looking to get the equalizer as they battle and send it back up through the neutral zone. Picked up there by Ryder Neff. Neff gets crunched in front of the Kahawk bench. That was by Ben Kitstein. And now I have to go back and retreat the puck, do the Bulldogs, the Raging Bulldogs. Into the corner it goes. Freeburg Waterloo is there. Here is Ryder Neff once again. Collinsville trying to track that puck down, and they do so. Here is Klein. Klein steals the puck, comes back in over on the left wing, looking for a little help, goes back behind the net, thought about backhanding it. He had Hearn right there in front of the crease, but there was no avenue for him to do that. There was a nice move over there on the far side by the Collinsville player, sends it right through the crease. And then it comes out for Freeburg Waterloo. Oh, man, Kitstein tried to keep that in, but just couldn't do so. Collinsville brings it in anyway. And there's an opportunity here. Is that a 28 I see? 29, okay, that's Ferry. Looked like a 28 for a minute. Kahawks out shooting a Freeburg Waterloo right now, 20-16. It was 19-16 after 2 periods of play. Raging Bulldogs have a 1-goal lead after jumping out to a 3-0 lead, so the Kahawks are battling back here. Face-off will come out to the left of Sherman. Collinsville wins it. Back out to Denny. Denny, high slot, looking for a shot. Takes one. That one deflected off of a skate out in front of the crease. Collinsville finds the handle, though, and a shot by Lincoln Duffy. That goes wide glove side of Sherman and comes all the way out. Denny, he'll track it down. Got a rolling puck to deal with. Tries to settle it down and flatten it out. Finally does so all the way at the end of the ice. Kahawks send it back over into the corner, but no one there to retrieve it for Collinsville. And then a turnover there by Freeburg Waterloo. Now Lincoln Duffy with it. Duffy will send it all the way over in the front of the penalty box. And then pass to Denny, or pass to Bettis from Denny. He's back behind the net. He scores! Oh boy! Tanner Bettis scores on a little lift backhand shot on the other side of the post. And we are tied at 3. Bettis lifted that puck up like he was flipping a pancake and throws it right into the net. Back-to-back goals for Bettis, and Collinsville, who trailed 3-0, have tied this thing up at 3-3. Now Freeburg Waterloo wants to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout right along with him. We're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Back here at the RP Lumber Center, brand new game. Collinsville was down 3-0, and we are tied 3-3. As the Kahawks look to put the finishing touches on this one, but there's still kind of a long way to go here. 10:45 left to play. There's a shot from the blue line into the glove of Sherman. Then he throws it down for a teammate. Almost threw it down a little bit too late, and almost threw it down onto one of the Kahawk players' sticks. Now a battle over in front of the penalty boxes. Bunch of players over there. Bettis is over there. Stinnett is over there as well. Collinsville digs it out, but Freeburg Waterloo got a stick on it but couldn't control it. Here is Eric Denny. Denny comes in. Backhand. Shot. Oh, and a save there by Sherman. Eric Denny was doing Eric Denny things. He's fun to watch. Of course, we'll have some senior interviews coming up as this year progresses. Eric Denny, one of those. Faceoff will come out to the left of Sherman. One there by Freeburg Waterloo. Having a hard time settling that puck down. But here is Cole Schilling doing just that. He'll send it up to his teammate, and into the corner it goes. Hins trying to battle it out over there with Aiden Banning. And now Kahawks come away with it, and sending it up ice is Kitstein. Kitstein on to Duffy, but Duffy couldn't get the puck out of his skates. And Freeburg Waterloo, they'll head the other way with it. There's a shot and then a save there by Hayden. Got just a piece of it, just enough of it to keep it away from the goal. And now over on the far side for Ferry. Ferry sends it up ice, and a couple of Kahawks kind of run into each other with their sticks and kind of bounced around for a minute. Here is Bonenberger now for Freeburg Waterloo. He'll try to bring it in, and he gets tripped up, but no call on the play. And now another tripped up player, and still no call, as players are kind of falling down all over the place here, but they'll stay at 5-on-5. 9:10 left to play here in this third period. Here is Duffy. Duffy puts on the brakes on the far side, takes a hit by Schilling, and now Duffy sitting on top of the puck. That could be a little dangerous. Yep, blow your whistle there, buddy. That's what you need to do. You don't want anybody getting sliced open with a skate blade down there. Face-off will now come to the right of Logan Sherman. Klein versus Wilkins. One by Klein. Over into the far side, Nolan Duffy with it. Tanner Bettis in a shot. That one got partially deflected by one of the defensemen there for Freeburg Waterloo. Collinsville will go back and retrieve the puck. Here is Denny off of the boards trying to spring Klein, but never did make it off the boards far enough for him. And now we'll have a whistle, and that'll be another face-off. Another icing call against Freeburg Waterloo. Referee's like, no, that was an icing call. You guys can't make line changes. Klein, he couldn't win this one this time. Won by Wilkins, and Wilkins with the puck comes up across the blue line over in front of the Kahok bench, and a slot shot that was blocked out by the Kahawks defenseman. And the Kahawks now bring it back up. There's a loose puck that was meant for Klein, but it was partially deflected and never did make it to Benjamin. Into the near side corner it goes. Hens trying to keep it in. He does so. Lincoln Duffy gets sandwiched up against the glass. And then Neff will take over back behind his own net. 8:10 left to play here in period number 3. Loose puck picked up by Collinsville, but they couldn't corral it enough to get any passes going on here. So Freeburg Waterloo takes care. Here is Neff. And now Schilling after the puck bounced off of one of the Kahawk skates. Around the side it goes. Shot never materialized after that. And then back behind the Collinsville net it goes once again. Kahawks trying to track it down. They can't. Hopfinger sends it all the way back out to the blue line for Neff. Neff back over to Hopfinger. He gets bumped off the puck. And Collinsville takes over, sends it back into the neutral zone. But Jarlsberg with it for Freeburg Waterloo. He'll send it all the way back around the Kahawk net. And over into the far side corner it goes. Here is Stennett. Stennett sends it on up, trying to find Duffy. I think he shot that one a little bit. No, they waved off icing. He was definitely on the right side of, or the wrong side of the red line, if you will. And now it comes in front once again. Over in front of the Freeburg Waterloo cheering section. But here is Wilkins. Wilkins in the high slot, being pressured from behind. Throws one up front. Never did make it to its destination, which was Braden Neff. Collinsville comes away with it. They've got an opportunity, but then Hearn gets bumped off the puck. Staying with the play, though, is Stennett. And Stennett never good catch back up with the puck after he tried the old spinorama. Here is Simmons for Collinsville. He'll send it back into this defensive zone to Ferry. Jace will send it on up to Hearn. Hearn has a couple of defenders back there to deal with, but he'll throw it up into the corner. And that puck will go back behind the Freeburg Waterloo net once again. 6.5 minutes to go here in this third period. Tanner Bettis, after a turnover, he'll wrap it around. Oh, he never got an opportunity to come all the way around. And now a whistle will stop the action. Well, a little pushing and shoving going on there. And this time Tanner Bettis got shoved into the glass and never did retaliate. And I don't know if they're going to send off the Freeburg Waterloo player or not. Looks like they are, and they might send off Stennett too, because he came in late to help. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And Stennett has been kicked out of the game. He receives a game misconduct. So somebody will have to go into the penalty box to serve it for him. And I believe that Cole Schilling also got a game misconduct, or did he? Well, he's still there. Now he's going to climb over the wall into the bench area. Well, I don't have any penalties up on the board. So now Collinsville calls a timeout. 6:27 to play here in the third period. We'll take a break here and be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahok. Hashtag Kahok family.
Todd Duke and Jason Whitaker back with you, and it looks like Collinsville is going to get the only penalty here. It's going to belong to Owen Stinnett, but Lincoln Duffy is the one that has the his number on the board, because 171 and 117, so they might have that backwards. I can't tell from this angle who is actually in the penalty box for Collinsville. But Stinnett, he just came in to kind of stick up for his buddy Tanner Bettis, and Stinnett is the one who gets the penalty. When Bettis got shoved up against the glass, and he didn't retaliate, but Stinnett stuck up for him. So, well, they just trimmed all that time off the clock because it took too long to get this game started. These teams are only allowed so much ice time, and now they just brought it down to 2 minutes left to go. So for the rest of this game, Freeburg Waterloo is on the power play. Not anymore. They just scored. Wow. Well, the good news is there is still time left to tie this thing back up. That's just unfortunate there. That was from in between the blue line and the top of the right face-off circle. So Freeburg Waterloo reclaims the lead. It's 4-3. Not even sure who scored that goal, and I can't hear anybody. Collinsville's got a player down now. Referees are not blowing the whistle. That is Nolan Duffy. There's a shot by Eric Denny that goes off of a body and then off the glass, and the goal comes off its moorings once again. So now 90 seconds left to play, as the referees took about 4.5 minutes off the clock there, because, you know, there's a game that's supposed to start at 9:30 and it's 9:15 right now. So they won't have enough time to get everybody off the ice and get the Zamboni back out there. But Collinsville, unfortunately, had a penalty when they did that, and the 2 minutes turned into a power play, and they capitalized. Here is Eric Denny. Denny comes in, high slot shot. That one's blocked out by one of the skates of the defenseman, and all the way back down to the neutral zone. Here is Nolan Duffy. Duffy leaves it back behind for Denny. 1 minute to go here in this third period. Denny skirts the blue line, takes a shot from there. That was partially deflected, but there is Duffy. He found the handle, but then lost the handle, and they send it back up the ice. Hayden, he gets pulled, so no goalie for Collinsville. 6-on-5. Here is Denny once again. Comes in front, takes a shot, can't get it to go, and now the goal knocked off its moorings once again, and there's the late whistle as the referee all the way up by the blue line finally saw it. So the face-off will come down here by Sherman. Collinsville's goal is empty as the Kahawks try a little 6-on-5 magic here. Austin Whitaker comes in off the bench. Nolan Duffy will head to the bench. And the Kahawks looking for a face-off win here that'll come outside of the offensive zone now. 39.1 seconds to play here in this third period. Collinsville wins the faceoff. Here is Denny. Sends it over to Klein. Klein circles with it. Gives it back over here to this side now for Hens. Hens, he takes a shot. That's off of the skates of Neff. Into the corner it goes, in front of the crease, and a save by Sherman. So now Collinsville will get a faceoff in their offensive zone with 24.4 seconds left to play here in this third period. Kahawks trail by 1. This one will come out to the left of Sherman. Lincoln Duffy wins the faceoff. Oh, but it jumps over Hens' stick and comes all the way back out into the neutral zone. He'll send it over to Denny. 15 seconds left to play here in this third period. Denny gets pinched off the puck up against the boards, and they try to get it out, and Freeburg Waterloo does. And they'll send it down the ice. Whitaker will chase it down, but Collinsville's not going to have enough time left. 3 seconds. They'll send it back into the neutral zone, and nothing doing from there, and the buzzer sounds, and Collinsville loses this one here tonight by his final score of 4-3. And a unfortunate turn of events after Collinsville comes all the way back and ties this thing up. And then Collinsville gets a penalty. And then the referees shave 4.5 minutes off. So 2 minutes were left. And the power play was 2 minutes, but it only took about 10 seconds for Freeburg Waterloo to score what would be the game-winning goal. That's going to transfer us into the post-game show brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, great service served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. You can call in for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007. We'll come back and wrap this up in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
It's probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around St. Louis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the back of our hands.
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahok Sports Network and Kahok Athletics. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Back here at the RP Lumber Center, Collinsville loses this one here tonight. Tough fashion, too. 4-3, the final score. Collinsville was down 3-0 after first period goal by Freeburg Waterloo in the first minute of the first period. Then they did the same thing in the second period in the first minute. And another goal with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in that second period to get themselves a 3-0 lead. But Collinsville never gave up. Lincoln Duffy scored late in the second period to bring Collinsville to within 2. And then Tanner Bettis gets back-to-back goals in the third period to tie things up 3-3. But unfortunately, Collinsville gets a penalty late in the game. And with only 2 minutes to go in the contest, Freeburg Waterloo capitalizes on the man advantage. And that goal ends up holding up by a final 4-3. Collinsville out shooting Freeburg Waterloo in this one, 25-17. We have a week off. We're back here 1 week from tonight as Collinsville will take on the O'Fallon Panthers. I believe that's also an 8 p.m. start. Let me check my notes here real quick. I got it written down somewhere. 8 p.m. start here at RP Lumber Center, and Freeburg Waterloo, they are back at it on Monday. They'll play Belleville at 9 o'clock at Granite City. Big thank you once again to Coach Craig Duffy for joining us on the pregame interview. And another big thank you to Jason Whitaker manning the camera for us tonight. I understand he'll be back here Thursday along with me as well. So until Thursday, everyone enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.